Hello everyone, welcome to this video where I am going to explore your subconscious mind so that you can discover what it means to dream of being cheated on. And this is a very complicated situation because you find yourself living in the dream a betrayal that subjects you to a lot of anguish because you discover that you cannot trust the person to whom you give everything for nothing. But before going into the analysis, in case you don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Robert. I am a psychoanalyst with more than 30 years of experience. And in case you want to have psychoanalysis session with me, or in case you want the psychoanalysis of one of your dreams, just send me an email to the one that I am going to leave you here below in the description of this video, so I can tell you how you can join my consultation. Now, back to what it means to dream of being cheated on. This is a very important dream because from the outset, it is revealing that you are going through a phase of your life where you feel that you are losing confidence in your actions. And this happens because at this moment, you feel that everything you achieve through the great dedication that you put into everything you do, that is your exclusivity towards certain people, organization, or actions, simply is useless. And that, if you notice, is directly connected with this dream, where the same thing that is happening in your life happens because, as I have told you, the dream is a symptom that is expressing the emotional drive that is struggling to get out of your being. In your dream, you are going to see your couple precisely giving to another person what you thought only belonged to you. And therefore, this suggests that you feel that others are taking the benefits for all that you are doing. And that is precisely what has led you to question whether it is worth continuing with such generous behavior towards others. And this is what is causing all your emotional blocks. This is what is already producing all your anxiety processes. But before entering your unconscious, I want to establish that although what I have just said is the general framework of what is happening to you, the dream could also be an indicator that you feel that way in your relationship. Perhaps you perceive that there is already another person to whom your couple is giving the attention that you justifiably think should only be given to you. But this dream may also occur as a manifestation of what happens to you in relation to your entire environment. Ultimately, it is you who must define what aspect of your life this dream is talking about. Anyway, what I can tell you is that if you see your couple in a dream being unfaithful, it reveals that your greatest fear of this moment is not feeling valued in the same way as you value others. And here something much more deeper emerges. That deep down, you feel very afraid of not having found anything that differentiates you from other people. That is to say, that there is nothing in the world for which you can be considered as someone special. That is the symbolic core of this dream. And that is why it is so paradoxical that your unconscious leads you to a situation in which it becomes clear to you that you are not special to the most important person in your life. Because with this, your mind is clearly revealing that all your desires reside in that space, in the fact of finding what differentiates you from the rest of the world, because it is something that you have simply forgotten, that you have missed because over the years you were forced to blend in with your surroundings. And that explains why all your obsessions in the present will arise from the hand of trying by all your means to make yourself noticed. And this will be expressed in the fact that every time someone ignores you, this will immediately activate in you that unconscious anguish that will arise from the fact that you associate your personal value with others taking you into consideration. And this is very dangerous for you because all the people who try to manipulate you are going to do it that way. They will tell you how special you are, but they will do it to get something from you. Of course, I discard those people who truly love you or feel genuine appreciation for you. Here, you have to consider all those people or work colleagues who only praise you so that you do something for them. And this is very interesting because if you look, it reveals that you are using the compliments of others as an emotional substitute for the fact that you are just going to the moment in your life when you feel less special. You feel that you do not gravitate at all when you feel least special. You feel that you do not gravitate at all, that no one noticed you because you have stopped believing in your own talents, in everything that makes you beautiful in the eyes of others. And this is very relevant because it reveals that at some point in your life you experienced traumatic situations that lead you precisely to stop exploring everything that made you special, valuable, or genuine in the world. And that's your real problem from a psychoanalytic point of view. All your problems of anguish, insecurity, your phobias will arise from this emotional note that settle in your unconscious, and that is what leads you to act or not on the basis that you do not feel valuable because you are who you are. And that's why you are always going to be looking to relate to people, mind you, who don't really care about you. I don't know if this makes sense to you. If you are the type of person who has always thought to please others, who are cold or heavy with you, but still you feel that you should be with them, well, this dream is an indicator that allows me to determine why all this happens to you. You need the approval of people who are special precisely because you don't feel that way. That is why this dream is very round, because you see yourself in the witnessing, as I had already told you, the moment in which the most important person for you shows you that you are not special. Now, this dream could also have other variants. For example, you could see yourself in the dream being deceived by your parents, by your brothers, or by your friends. The meaning is going to be the same. And this, as I was saying, arises from the fact that in your childhood, they made you feel that you were not special. This is very important to explain. I am sure there was a time when someone noticed your talent, something that made you beautiful in the eyes of others. And what did he do? He started making derogatory comments towards what you were doing. And actually, this person did it as a defense mechanism because in practice, it was he or she who felt jealous because of the appreciation you generated in others. This is a very complex situation because it usually occurs a lot in children. Because in practice, we all have talents, but at that stage of development, we also experience jealousy, which does not lead to detestation when someone is more valued by others. Now, in the case of situations that are much more complicated and that lead to a series of anxiety processes, this occurs most of the time because the child in question was undervalued by his own parents. Or it could also have been because of the uncles of ease, because you think that adults also have their own themes. Their unconscious continues to manipulate them. That is why they often cannot control their own jealousy. And they make those derogatory comments towards children. And this, for your case, what goes on you? Well, that over the years you hid your talents precisely so as not to suffer those derogatory comments that others made you. But the problem is that you have reached a point in your life where that talent is struggling to come out, because now you need it. But what does your conscious self, which never developed, represses it, because it learned over the years that if everything that made you special came out, you were going to feel pain because you were not going to adapt to the environment in which you lived. And that's what triggers all of your anguish process, because you don't know how to deal with that situation. You feel very guilty precisely in the moments when you want to express your talent. Well, there is much more that can be said. As you can see, this is a much more complex dream than it might seem. So you have to pay close attention in case you see yourself in a dream being deceived by your couple or by someone who is important to you. For the same reason, you already know that if you want me to psychoanalyze some of your dreams or have therapy sessions with me, you send me an email to the one that I leave you below so that I can tell you the way in which you can integrate into my consultation. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video if it helped you in any way, and share it so that others can access to this kind of knowledge. Have a wonderful day, and with it, the most beautiful dreams. Bye!